get ready to the countdown.
Hello,
What's a
everybody.
kid? How you doing,
What's
brother?
happening? Man, I'm awesome. Ready to get this show.
Okay. Well, ready to get this show on the road. I don't know why the signal's jumping. The living door's open, so Neil, can you open the door wider, please? It is okay. Wow, hey, ladies and gentlemen, you've on the show dntv today, guys, with me, and also with Coyote, the wild dog. Guys, welcome back to another awesome show. We'll give you a massive shout out in about a second. Okay, guys, we are on Beyond Dimensions, Red Rejects, DNN-TV,
The
next.
Vibes broadcast.
Yes, Coyote, that's how you do it, bro. And I don't know what the other one is, but I do apologize. It looks very familiar, but
Well, if you want to find me on social media, on Facebook, it's the Vibes Broadcast Network.
that's how you find them. That's how you find them. And guys, you need to listen up very carefully before I bring on this guest with a low bar name called Scott Lee Bauer. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, listen very carefully. How to win free gifts. You need to go on www.dntv.co.uk. You need to go on there, get your free gifts, register with our groups, and please make sure you get your free gifts. We're giving away t-shirts, rucksacks, jumpers, and the lucky winner will be contacted very soon. You need to make sure how to get these. Just make sure you go onto that website. Ladies and gentlemen, for the very first time, it's been a while. We'll give a shout out. So Coyote, give a shout out, bro.
Hey, I want to say hi to Chantel and Jimmy West. Jimmy West says he's from Texas. Where are you from in Texas? Because I'm close to Austin. And hello, Terry. Let me see who else we got. And Annette. Hello, Annette.
I love Annette. I love all you guys. Shout out as much as you can, guys. I'm about to bring on Scott, who is an amazing guy. Yes, his name is down the bottom, flashing out, but he's a really interesting guy. He is a ghost tracker UK. He does ghost hunting, paranormal investigations, and I think he does a lot more. But the guy is very secretive. You might know who he is, you might do, but he's got a YouTube channel as well, which he'll say in and later on. But you guys need to make sure you share. Give it all you want, guys. But you need to know how to get this up, and we'll be talking about ghosts and paranormal stuff today. Coyote, are you looking forward to that?
Oh, heck yeah, man. I'm actually ready to go on another investigation soon, so let's get it going.
Are you looking forward to another ghost hunt?
Yes. And we're trying to get on the USS Lexington that's in Corpus Christi, Texas. Of course, that ship was in World War II. It's been on, Ghost Brothers and I think Ghost Adventurers, Ghost Hunters. I think they've all been there. And we're trying to get an event. Yeah, we're trying to get an event started with Mustafa and Daryl from Ghost Hunters. So fingers crossed. And then there's a haunted high school in Lockhart, Texas, which is about 15 minutes down the road from me, and we're trying to set up an event there. So I hope that it works, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited.
I'll be looking forward to it too. Tell you the truth, I'll be looking forward to watching it if you put it on social media.
Oh yeah.
Shall we bring this lucky guy, Scott Lee Bauer, from Ghost Trackers UK, up on the screen? Okay, first of all, guys, I'd like to apologize on behalf of yesterday. We were supposed to do a live with him yesterday, but I fallen ill and took a bit poorly, guys. But today I'm back up and running, and this guy is a legend. So, guys, I'll be seeing you on the live with him right now, and here it comes.
Hello,
hey.
guys. How are you all?
Hello,
I'm doing great. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you. And more importantly, how's all your viewers doing? Hi, guys.
So the viewers are doing okay. Man, I have been dying to do ghost ship investigation. Will you go live?
I will do that. I don't know if I may go Instagram live. I'm not sure yet. We still got to wait and see when they're going to be able to do it. It may be, early fall before it happens. I don't know. There's a guy, his name's Ray Savino, and he's the one that actually does all the, money stuff and doing the actual setup. And
so he's doing all of it.
Yeah, I sent him all the info and the contacts, and he's supposed to be working it out. And everybody send some good vibes this way that it happens.
It should happen. It should happen.
I'll make sure Mustafa comes on and says hi to everybody too.
No, that man is grouchy. Yeah, he's gonna have me.
Mustafa's awesome. That's
he's
my brother. Right.
I don't care if he's your brother. He's grouchy, bro. Nah, I'm only joking. Mustafa, you can kill me later on, bro. Okay, sorry about that, Scott. So,
no
Scott,
problem.
Tell everyone who you are, buddy. Tell everyone what you actually really do.
Better start from the very beginning. A lot of people might know me through my very, very old channel by the name of Scott Bauer Paranormal. That's what I was well known for beforehand, before I came to my new channel, which is Ghost Trackers UK. But as it stands, I am the host and the owner of Ghost Trackers UK.
I will subscribe to it then. In fact, I will subscribe to it right now, live on air. How's that?
Go on, subscribe to it. Let's show your camera, bro. What are you doing there? Show everyone how to do it, bro. Show everyone how to do it.
Well, let's go up here and search Ghost.
Thank you for sharing, and it's nice to hear from California. Hello,
Thank
Nicole.
You,
there he is. Hi, right Jackie. There.
Oh, and hi, bro.
I have subscribed to your channel, sir.
Thank you, guys. Much appreciated.
Oh, yeah. So, please do the same for me.
I will indeed.
Thank you very, very much.
How did you get involved with being in this sort of field as Ghost Trackers UK, even before you were known of your last name? How did you come involved with dealing with spirits and anything random of the spirit world or paranormal world?
Well, Drew, it all really started when I was about 6 years old. And when I was very young, I used to love going over and staying the night at my nan and granddad, who's now passed away, bless them. And we used to have our own little bedroom each, and it was me and my brother used to go over there. And we used to stay some weekdays and some weekends, mainly weekends. And at night time, if you can imagine being in a bedroom and then there'd be a landing there, then they would have a separate toilet there. And whenever I used to go to the loo, like say 2, 3 in the morning for an example, On this landing, on this bureau unit, were this bureau unit with 2 China dolls on. And I would hear voices, I would hear knocks on the wall, I would see shadows underneath my bedroom door because it always used to be like a bit ajar, like a little bit open. And I would hear all these strange noises at night. And there was this one particular time as I was going past this.
Oh, we lost a bit of signal there, guys. We do apologize.
You know, these things happen when you go live.
Yeah, it does. Let's read the comments while we wait for him to come back to us. Do you reckon you can read out the comments, Coyote?
Sure. Let me see here. Let me put my cheaters on so I can read a little better.
Cheaters.
my old man glasses. All right. So good evening, William.
Evening, buddy.
Good evening, John Williams. And
Evening,
Nicole, and let's see who else we got here. Paul Webb, and I believe that's all I see up here. Nicole, I don't know if you're asking. I think it was her that asked what's the name of the channel.
The channel is called Ghost Trackers UK. He's based in the UK, and he does some interesting investigations by using sort of type equipment. We do apologize we lost network with him. He's having some network issues at the moment, so he will be back on very shortly. For the interest there, we'll keep this guys going. So for the interest, dude, talking about seeing spirits, have you seen anything happening going on recently?
You know, the only thing that I've noticed, like here at the house, is and it's weird. It's happened twice, but I have a bunch of pictures on the wall over here, and I would wake up and the picture would be all the way over on this side of my desk, and I can't figure out how that happened. You know, I told you that we went and investigated an old jail in Lockhart, Texas.
Yeah.
We mostly got conversation through the dowsing rods and through they got this little ball that lights up if it's touched, and that's all I've gotten lately.
Dude, put a camera up in the office, man, and literally catch it.
I need to, but it's only happened the one time, so
amazing. Okay, Terry Coombs, Facebook been trouble over weeks. Now my major web has gone down today, including the government. Oh, so interesting. The government's web has been down as well. I've been on a paranormal King Radio. King Radio. Couple of days.
Oh, nice, Nicole.
Epic. Come on here if you want to, Nicole. I'll be happy to take you and have a chat with you. Hi, John. You're right, bro.
One of my favorite songs is "Oh, Nicole, my sweet Nicole."
I was just getting into the rhythm with that, man. So, Scott, you're back with us.
Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there.
But it was a weird feedback coming from it, and it sounded very, very random because it was like break, and then suddenly it was saying something in the background. But I'm gonna have my man's back on it. Okay, so Scott, as you were explaining, can anyone remember what you were explaining? I about like in his room and spirits.
Yeah, we got to just about that part, and then it cut out when he just started talking about the spirits.
I'll carry on explaining what I was explaining, if that's okay.
Sure.
One night, as I was going from my bedroom to the toilet, it ran about 3 in the morning, and I was already very scared to go into the toilet and walk past these China dolls. I literally felt like there was someone watching me. And I looked round and I caught this China doll, literally, one of them literally doing that. And I caught it looking at me, just slightly, wasn't a lot, but I did catch it looking. It terrified me so much. Bear in mind, I was only 6 years old. It terrified me so much I did the wrong thing. I grabbed hold of its leg and I threw it down the stairs and it obliterated everywhere. Of course, it basically attached itself to me and it was then tormenting me. It followed me to my house where I was living and I was hearing the same noises. I was hearing the same bangs on the wall and I was seeing the same things I was seeing up my nan and granddad's. And that literally haunted me for several years. I couldn't go to sleep. I felt like I had something pressing on my chest. I was having nightmares, and this practically happened for a good couple of years until it ended up going away. I didn't do anything to try and get it go away because at the end of the day, I was only young. I was only a little wee kid and I didn't know nothing about the paranormal. I didn't know anything about demon. I didn't know anything about spiritual stuff. I was in it on my own and it was a nightmare. And that's one of the reasons I do Ghost Truckers UK. Obviously, it led me into believing into the paranormal. Obviously, I like going out investigating, I suppose, for fun. You know, going out investigating different places like ruins and castles and things like that. But I also now, Drew, make it my mission to help people that have got families that have got paranormal problems like what I went through. In my opinion, there's not really nothing out there like that at all. And I wanted to help other families, which I have. I've helped a lot of families doing what I do. And I don't know if you guys know, but I'm also a psychic medium now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm not just a paranormal investigator, I'm also a psychic medium.
Let me ask you a question, Scott.
Yeah,
have you researched the witching hour? That's 3:00 in the morning, of course, and
I have a little bit. Yeah, I have a little bit, and there are several different things to do with it. Like that's meant to be when supposedly the paranormal kind of like happen. It don't just happen then. I know it happens to be in a day all night, but it seems to be more active then. And I've also heard about demonic stuff as well to do with that as well.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not quite sure what to believe in that sort of respect.
Yeah.
But only from what I've experienced.
Well, being that Jesus was supposed to have died at 3:00 in the afternoon. And then, of course, the devil has to do everything that's opposite of what, Jesus or God does. So 3:00 in the morning, that's I guess why it was called the witching hour.
Yeah.
But it seems like for me too, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm always getting woke up. I probably can count on my hand how many times I've actually slept all the way through the night without being touched, but I don't know what it is. Something attached.
Sorry about it, but I just want to say hi to a few people very quickly.
Sure.
Hi, Dale, and hi, Tracy, and hi, Sarah, and hi to all the other guys. But the witching hour actually really started at 12 o'clock, believe it or not. But 4 o'clock actually usually it actually said in one of the history research, the witching hours is actually started at 4 o'clock in the morning. and then it just got changed about a few times. So it went from 12 to 3, 4 o'clock.
That's
So
right.
original
Meant to
was
be
4
where
o'clock
the
in the morning.
gate is open or something, innit?
So
There is.
do you mind if I ask you another thing, Scott?
Yeah, of course I can.
Okay, you being a psychic medium, is there something that is attached to me that wakes me up every night?
Don't know why, but I do get a dark, shadowy figure when you say that. And I'm also seeing like, I don't know if you have, I'm not saying that, but I can see like someone messing about with a Ouija board a very, very long time ago or something along that line. And I feel if that is the case, that's where it's come from. If that makes sense.
Yes, actually does, because me and one other guy that's in our group, we're the only ones that really mess with the Ouija board. And I used to live in a little town close to Houston, and that specific place that I was renting, it was maybe a block down the street from a cemetery. And I had a medium tell me that everything that I've experienced there is just something that is just passing through. So it's nothing that stays, but there was a lot of activity in that house. I had a chair turned upside down. Yeah, my grandfather's. I got my grandfather's grandfather clock, and you know how big those things are.
Yeah.
I would wake up in the morning and it would be laying over on its side. And you know, it's my lazy boy chair. You know how heavy that is. That would be turned upside down. So
that sounds like a poltergeist.
It was crazy, man.
When you did the Ouija board, did you open it up and close it down before and after?
Yes, very careful about that.
It still happened.
Yeah, and it's been quite a long time since I've actually messed with it.
So, should we do a little backtrack on the audience as well? Because obviously the audience have got a few questions out there. So, are you okay to answer a few questions, Scott, as well?
Yeah, I'll be glad to.
All right, Coyote, this is your area.
Get my cheaters back on. I see Sam has joined us. Hello, Sam. Haunted Scotland. Haunted Scotland. That's it, man. That sounds interesting.
That's Robbie. That is. That's that medium up in Scotland. Robbie.
Okay.
I want to investigate Scotland.
Yeah, myself.
Yeah, definitely.
That's your guy. That's your guy. Robbie is your guy. Haunted Scotland. Amazing medium. Brilliant guy. Straight up. I've had a few chats with him. And he's been on the show before.
I would love to meet him myself. I'd like to have him on my show.
He's brilliant. He's really good. Like all the others we had on the show. Amazing. So again, dude, do you want to catch up all the questions and answers? If you guys got an answers of Van Scott as well. Now I've seen a lot of people said about the real time or witching hours. The witching hour is 3:15 a.m. in the morning. See, it's a lot of times getting checked out there. So I am not a medium. I am an extra large.
Somebody's been watching my shows and taking my jokes, huh?
It's just one of my questions, isn't it? Hi, Taylor. Hope you're okay and okay. Well, I think Taylor's here. Wow. Yeah, she's here. Taylor's saying, hey, what is your favorite location by Nick Cole?
Say that again, Drew.
So what is your favorite location, mate? What is your favorite location?
I haven't got an actual favourite location, but I have got a couple lined up, hopefully for this year, or if not, because of the COVID thing, hopefully for next year. I got a couple of bucket lists I suppose. Could that count? One of them being 30 East Drive. I want to go there and investigate that.
Why 30 East Drive? Why 30 East Drive?
I've heard is a very, very cool place to investigate.
Oh, I got my own opinions on that one. I got my own opinions on 30 East Drive.
I've not been there. I know a lot of people have done it, and some do say it's been done to the death, but I want to experience it for myself, if you know what I mean, guys. And I just want to go there and at least do one video there and see what it's like.
Fair point, fair point. Hey, folks, I hope you're all well. You never mentioned dragging it down the stairs to us. Bro, that's a big thing to miss out, mate. That's coming from Dale. I can't say his last name, Cody.
Let me see. Hold on. Gotta move it.
He's on the screen if you look.
What'd you said Dale?
Yeah, Dale Bucknell.
Bucknell. I hope I said that right. Bucknell.
Me too.
Oh, Dale, I know Dale. Yeah, I think I know him. Hello, Dale. How you doing, mate?
If I said it wrong, please forgive me. Did you see the comment by Terry Coops?
No.
Terry and commentary. Is it this one?
Yeah, it says you were destined to be involved in the paranormal. You opened from child. There's also a seaman or a captain type guy that follows you occasionally. Okay. The reason why I wanted you to put that up there is because my grandfather was in the Navy, and he fought in World War II. So yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Super legend. Well done, Terry. Doing a good job. Think East Drive is over investigation by Sharon Edwards.
Over investigating, yeah. There's some places it's like people just constantly bombard it.
Quite a few places are.
I got my own opinion. Like, it's been done so many times. Do you think the spirit has actually gone into hiding or gone back to where it come from in the spirit world and just literally now hiding away from all the ghost hunters because it's been done so many times? Do you think the same, Scott?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the same. I did 39 Degree Street at the weekend. That place is messed up. Holy crap. Pure evil energy caused by portals being opened by ghost hunters. That's an interesting fact.
So when you have a place that's been investigated time and time again, do you believe that, number one, they can make the ghosts just decide they're going to move on and not want to be there because they don't want to be bothered? And do you also believe that it could cause them to actually become stronger and more angry?
I personally think more stronger and more angry, to be fair, because I don't think they should be doing that. No disrespect to them or anything like that, these people that are going, but I like to believe it's their domain, it's where they are. I mean, yeah, okay, if you're going to go and investigate it, go in with love, light and respect.
Right.
Don't annoy it. It's their home, their place. If you want to go and investigate it, do what you've got to do, and then, you know, leave it alone. And that's how I've always been with that sort of thing.
Yeah. You know, I know people have to start somewhere when they get into investigating, but you have a lot of people that are inexperienced. They go in, they just want to copy what they see on television, and they don't see what goes on in the background.
No. I've seen and experienced some really strange, creepy stuff in my time.
Yeah.
Because I actually don't just hunt ghosts, I hunt ghosts and demons as well. And I've been doing well, not obviously last year because of the COVID thing, but the year before that, I've been doing a couple of demonic cases and also poltergeist cases as well, and they were scary to hell.
Oh
But
yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is, yeah, you get these inexperienced people that go in and they, not knowing they've stirred something up or they have opened up, like they said, a portal or something.
yeah,
and there's a hospital that's in Mineral Wells, Texas. It's called the Old Nazareth. And one of my buddies was investigating the place, and he got up on the one floor that seems like that's like the creepiest, most darkest feeling place in the whole hospital, and actually had a heart attack and died right there. So my personal belief,
about that.
I think something attached himself to him.
It's one thing about investigating, though. I did notice a lot. When investigators go there, ghost hunters goes there. Yes, they shut themselves or they close themselves. They try and cleanse it, get a medium to try and cleanse it, or spiritualist. But in some places, don't actually think, oh, no, it's nothing to it. It's just our minds. But then suddenly, we got the evidence on cameras and saying, bam. And the problem is, most of them will just say, right, okay, maybe this have happened when we were there last time. Maybe something happened the year before. Do you guys think, believe it or not, it's everyone is, when even the media, do you guys think they are opening things, but it shouldn't be open, and should we leave it alone as an paranormal investigator? Do you think ghost hunting should stop or not?
I do, yeah. But if they're not knowing what they're doing, it is a learning ground to them. But yes, I do think that they should stop if it's something that they don't know what they're dealing with, or anything like that. They should stop. Yeah, I mean, I go.
Can that be all paranormal teams though? Can that be all paranormal teams? Because no one knows what they're doing in the field, but all they're doing is just doing the same thing what everyone does at the same point.
It's always.
I like investigating demonic cases and poltergeists and things like that. I thrive on investigating them and also helping the families that have got them. And I love going and doing them, but I know when enough is enough.
Yeah.
And if you gotta leave it alone, you gotta leave it alone. You know what I mean? Because if it's something nasty from past experiences, they can attach themselves to you, for number one. Secondly, they can cause a lot of bad luck, number two. And I just think they should leave them alone if they don't know what they're dealing with. That's the best way of putting it.
Yeah. Well, they need to find someone that is experienced and really learn as much as you can before you get out on your own.
Who is? I don't believe in anybody to be experienced. You know,
well,
I probably shouldn't say this, but it's like some of these paranormal investigators that got these certificates saying that they're a professional paranormal investigator. You don't need any of that to be into it or want to go investigating. I don't believe in that sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, when I say experienced, I'm not saying they're an expert, because you know as well as I do, when you go out and you do an investigation, it's always a experience. Yeah. Always. Because not every place is just you can investigate the same way. You have to approach it a different, but you have to figure out what kind of investigation do I need to do here. And I tell people, don't be aggressive. Don't do the provoking thing.
Definitely don't be aggressive.
Yeah.
So we got some comments to answer. Are you guys okay to answer some comments from the lovely people?
Go for it.
Are you guys are doing that? So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for actually, before we say any more, thank you for answering, giving your awesome comments to us, and thank you for doing a really good job and keep bringing in your questions, and we'd be happy to answer as much as we can, including Scott yourself as a good friend. And I hope you're enjoying the show. It's amazing how we're having this conversation. It just goes there, doesn't it? It really goes there. So,
Annette
go
asks,
ahead, dude.
Yeah, Annette Locke asks, what is the scariest experience you have ever had?
Oh, I've had quite a few, to be fair. One particular time I was doing a poltergeist case, which a friend of a friend asked me to go along and investigate it, which we did. And we went along, and I can't say too much on there because it's inappropriate, and plus it's a personal matter to another person. But it's actually doing things that it shouldn't be doing to a lady. And we went in there, and I witnessed all the ladies that were at present, cuts all over their arm. I saw a freaking cut appear on this lady's back. That was freaky. And we cleansed the house, got rid of it, and sent it to the light, which was a very hard thing to do because obviously it didn't want to go. But we did it as a team, or as my old team, I should rather say. We did it, and I felt very proud of everyone for doing it, and we gave the lady her life back, basically. That was the most creepiest thing I ever seen. But then again, there was another time when I was doing another case where, again, another friend of a friend, he had a little daughter about 5, 6 years old, which kind of reminded me of me when I was that age, and she was being haunted by a ghost, and they wanted us to go over and investigate it. And it started off being, or looking like it had been, an evil case, like a demonic case, but it actually wasn't. But I did hear in thin air, when I was getting my spirit cleansing kit out, a real standard, like an evil laugh. And I was like, oh, that's something you don't hear every day when you're on an investigation, actually hearing that evil laugh in thin air. In the air next to you. I went and asked the dad if it was him. No one, because he was in the other room, and the other team members at the time were upstairs. I asked them, no one. As time went on, it was being negative, it was being aggressive, and everything like that. When it was coming to the end of the investigation, it actually wasn't a demonic evil demon or a negative spirit. It was just a spirit going about his everyday routine, and unfortunately that little kid was in the how can I put this? Unfortunately, the kid, being that it was walking through her bedroom, she was in its path, so to speak. And it was just doing its everyday routine. That's all it was doing. And we managed to send that one to the light as well, in that, because we asked it, would you like to be sent to the light? It said yes, so that's what we done.
Yeah, that's the best thing, is to try to help them instead of
I don't just help the families, I help the spirits too, because sometimes it's not just the living that need to help, it's sometimes the dead as well.
Well, I think sometimes that we forget that, this was a person, and how would we feel if, we had passed on and we were that spirit? How would we want to be treated?
Yeah.
They were once upon a time as human, weren't they? Once upon a time. They just lost out, or they sticking in a loop time. That's why I call it a loop time. Yeah. So it's so sad though.
So my question to both of you, why is it that these spirits, they don't automatically see the light and just go to it?
Sometimes when as sad as it sounds and unfortunate as it is, where sometimes these people, because they obviously would have been alive at one point, they might have had a tragic death or something like that, and they just don't know they're dead, and that, and they sometimes still think they're alive, and they're just there, you know. And I'm not saying that's the case with every ghost or spirit, but you know, it sometimes that as well, you know. They just don't know they're dead, and it just gives you that little bit of nudging them, so to speak. Look, you passed away, you kind of died, not quite like that, but giving them a little bit of an edge, and sometimes they just quite easily move over.
Do you think that they're so attached to what
Yeah.
they have on this earth that they think they're still
Yes,
alive for that reason?
Yeah. I mean, that could be no more than, say, in a building, like somebody loving a building, their home, as much as that, for an example, that can also bring a person back, and then they're attached to their home, kind of thing. I've heard stories, millions of stories like that before now.
Mm.
I do
It
believe
can be doing with the building, yeah. It could
I
be
wanna
doing with
hear-
the building.
I want to
So-
hear your take on it, Drew.
Oh, everyone loves to hear my take on it today, innit? So basically, in my way, I see spirit. Spirit is, I can totally agree with Scott here, but some spirits don't know what happened. Some spirit does. When they were human, they either take their revenge into the spirit world, or they take their lost souls into the spirit world where they die in prison or die in natural causes. If they try to mend it, it happens. They do run around this earth like, you know, they try to solve their cases.
Yeah.
So they try to solve cases, some will be confused. And I totally agree with Scott on this position. It's really on places and buildings and locations and anywhere in the world. Don't forget, this world has been here for millions and millions of years. So we're going to have spirits who's been running around here for centuries, including dinosaur spirits.
And they just don't know they're dead yet.
It's going to
gotta
have
be
memories.
miserable.
It's going to be time loop, a massive time loop in between human world and spirit, because that time loop will start building and building and building and building and start graduation. You're going to have opened portals. You're going to have major open portals for the years the time it goes on. And not many people will learn about this, or many people have learned. You're thinking about, like, when I die in the house, you either leave the house or you being near as what they want to finish. Some of them wants to demand on it, some of them wants to try and concede on it. But my bigger point on this area is spirit is only trying to mend what it's trying to do, and some will take it further to hurt with emotions, because that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. If you was an angry person all your life, okay, didn't care crap about anything, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And you die. And he's wondering if he's dead or not. And he can't get a response. He's going to flip out. He's going to lose his cool, because he's never learned to control that cool, and he's never learned to and respect his emotions. So the spirit is going to have a nasty time. We all got demons inside us, and when we die, we can either be that demon or we can be a good soul. No matter what anyone says, it's this time loop. In any theory, doesn't matter who's right or wrong. This is what the human world created, and this is what the spirit world is created, and this is how it's made. And for them to move on to the light, it's them to find out themselves how to set on the challenge. It's them to accept it. So I'm agreeing with Scott's theory, but also I got my own point of view, because I look at stuff in a bit different way. But that's what makes us good mediums or spiritualists, is because everyone doesn't have to make sense, but when it comes together, helping the spirit moving on, that's when everything starts to make sense.
So
light is hidden.
Do you believe in reincarnation?
Oh,
That's it.
absolutely. I'm a big believer in that. Yes, I do believe in reincarnation.
Okay, here's a scenario. Do you believe in other dimensions, like multi-universes?
I do. I
I'm not
actually do.
sure on that one, to be fair. I'm not actually quite sure.
So,
But it is an interesting subject.
yeah, I actually believe that there is different ones, and some I don't know if it's the spirits or what kind of travel between dimensions. So I was just kind of curious what would determine whether you went to another dimension or what would determine whether you came back as another person. What do you think, Drew?
Explain that one again. So I had a bit of cough and
That's all right. Okay, so do you believe if there's another dimension that you will possibly go to that dimension after you passed on?
I do believe in very strong area on this because we got aliens, yeah?
Yeah.
Simple fact. Now, we've seen it, we hear it, government hides it, now they're releasing it.
Yeah.
So, that's what they're aiming to do. So, I do believe we have got a lot of world hidden out there.
Oh, I believe in the spirit world, yes. Definitely believe in the spirit world.
But to be reincarnation, I do think we do get reincarnated.
Oh, yeah.
I do think we move on to a different planet. Yeah. And I do think between Earth and both the planets, between other planets, I do think they have like some sort of connection. And we think it must be spirits, or people must think they're spirits. But I do think, in one way, if you think about it logically, aliens has got a lot more technology than what we got. And, we got less, but we still can make that connection out. And they possibly, of the other terms of spiritually and also humanly, I think we got that somewhere else as well. That's why we can find different things in space.
So what do you think would determine whether you move to another dimension or you are reincarnated here?
Oh.
Is that just predestined, or?
I personally have read up on reincarnation. I do believe in it. I think personally it's a part of life. It's like you say, it's destined. I don't know what everyone else thinks in the chat, but I think it's a part of life. I think it's some people are meant to be reincarnated back and come back to maybe this world. I don't know really how to put it, but I feel like the ones that have are destined to do that. If you can understand what I mean, it's very hard to explain it. But I do definitely believe in reincarnation, and that some people do or have come back. Yeah, I do believe in that.
Well, I mean, our bodies are energy. So you can't destroy energy. It can be dispersed, but you can't destroy it. So it's got to go somewhere. That energy has to go somewhere. So why not?
Yeah, I'm a big firm believer in the spirit world, in the afterlife, and I believe that we do go somewhere. We have to, and I believe in it with all my heart and soul.
So, Scott, I'm gonna ask you a question before I answer any of that. Because I'm still thinking about on certain things, on certain lines. So, how can people find you on social media? Where can they hunt you down and get your contact details and stalk you?
Oh my God! They can find me on Facebook, which I am known on there for Scott the Lee Bauer, which is BOWER, and I'm also on YouTube, which is my YouTube channel called Ghost Truckers UK. There is a old Ghost Truckers YouTube channel that I did, which is up. That's another one, but that's a very old one. The one that you want is the one that's called Ghost Truckers UK, and that has about 3 videos on there at the moment, and I'm about to put another one on next week, which is going to be called My Haunted Hallway, believe it or not.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch that.
I'll give you a little bit of a rundown of what it's kind of about. I don't know if you know this, Drew, or anything, but I am a haunted doll and I am a haunted item collector. I collect haunted dolls and things like that. It's been a passion of mine for many, many years.
I've noticed.
I've been getting quite a bit of a collection now, Drew, mate. And
You are getting a big collection, aren't you, buddy? You are getting a big collection.
Obtained a haunted mirror. That's a portal.
Ooh.
And I'm going to be investigating that. But going back to my haunted hallway, I got a cabinet which I put them in, and I keep them in my hallway. And over the years, I've been building on it, putting more stuff in. Like, for an example, you know the bureau cabinet with the haunted dolls on? I managed to obtain the bureau cabinet recently, and now it's in my hallway. Yeah, I didn't know. I was gobsmacked when I got it. I didn't think I was ever going to see that thing again, and I managed to obtain it. And for an example, I like you all to meet one of my team members, Mel. He's a team member, and he always comes out with us, and he's called the Ghost Detective. And he was a miner in his day, and he's also been out with other ghost hunters and paranormal things before he came with me, and he loved ghost hunting. And he when we put the Ghostbusters Book for the Dead on, he will go mental, and he will talk to you, and he will tell you exactly who he's investigating, who it is, and why they're there. You can't stop him from chatting away. And he's brilliant.
That's amazing.
Also, I have obtained a new haunted doll, which is partly what I shouldn't really say this, but I'm going to say it anyway, as I started saying it. I was saving this. What part of my haunted hallway is about is not just the haunted hallway. A little while ago, a couple of years ago, I did an investigation in my property, and I caught a strange shape. It was a little bit more than an orb, and I wanted to get to the bottom of why that orb was there. So I investigated it on my haunted hallway, and we got that shape again. We got it again, and I was like, well happy with that. But it doesn't stop there. I bought a new haunted doll, guys, and it's one of my prize of joy. I love this haunted doll. You've heard of a haunted doll, right? And one of the iconic haunted items. You've heard of the Dybbuk box, right? Which is another haunted item, right? Some mad bugger that put the two together to make a Dybbuk doll, and I investigated it on the next video.
Whoa!
And I'm telling you now, guys. I'm telling you now, it's one of my fantastic pieces of evidence I have ever got. We were getting bangs on the wall. I asked the Dybbuk doll if you could bang on the wall to give me a sign you wear. Straight away, bang on the wall. I had a pendulum that I was going to use that I put in my pocket, disappeared. There's taps on the window, which are coming from another haunted item of mine, which is a haunted teddy bear who taps on the window. He likes to play a game called Simon Says. Tap on the window, and he taps on the window, but he's actually doing it deliberately to get our attention. I've got it all on film, guys, and that's going to be my next video.
Oh, yeah, I'm watching it.
I'm going to be watching it too, buddy.
So
it was amazing night.
So Scott, you ever heard of that island in Mexico where all the dolls are at?
Yeah, I want to go there.
I'd like to check that place out too.
By the way, guys, did you know that we got something similar over here in the UK? There's a forest. I've been trying to locate it. If anyone's listening on your chat that knows of this, please let me know. It's a forest and it's covered with haunted dolls and things like that. I saw a YouTuber do it one time, going back a little while ago on YouTube, and I have been trying to find this haunted woods with all these haunted dolls. Oh Christ, hung up on the trees, and what the story goes, a little girl got lost in there, and they put the dolls up to see if she could find her way back home. They just got left there, and I would love to investigate that place if I can only just find it.
You will find it.
I'm open, so.
Did you message the guy? Have you tried messaging the guy that did the video?
Unfortunately, no, I didn't, because they do live quite a way away, and I don't really know them that well either, and I never really thought about doing that, to be fair.
I mean, I would go in and comment on the video and say, hey, where is this located at? Because I'd like to check it out. Maybe they'll answer you. You never know.
Now, I wonder if I'd be allowed to, as we're talking about my YouTube channel, be able to make an announcement, if that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Going back to my YouTube channel, guys, I'm back. Finally, I am back on YouTube investigating. It's been a year and a bit wait. I've had a lot of bad luck doing the new YouTube channel, and I Joe, mate. And
you have had about bad problems going on. But guys, you need to check out his YouTube channel.
I'm back, and I've got a new team.
New team, new channel.
Yeah, new team, new channel, and we're doing our very first one this week with the new team. And yeah, guys,
looking forward to it.
So please come and check us out. Subscribe, give us a like. We're back.
Okay. Okay, Scott. So we're coming slowly out of our time zone. So everyone, thank you for having Scott here, and it's a pleasure having you on here, Scott.
Thank you.
This was fun.
I appreciated it. Thank you very much.
Are you willing to come back on our channel, give a good support out, and tell people about us?
Of course I will.
So you need to email us your t-shirt side so we can send you out a sporting t-shirt by dntv.
Yay!
Okay, buddy. So I'm not finished yet, guys. So I got something to say. I apologize about what's on DNN TV's announcement. Obviously, we have to put an announcement out there to respect the page, because we have no politics arguments, and we don't have any anyone hurting one each other in this area. We respect all each other in paranormal fields, and also in the acting world as well. And if people's got their own mind about politics, we don't want to hear it. We respect you as a human being. I just don't want to hear it. Yeah. DNN TV's come so far, doing amazing, giving away free gifts. We've got a magazine to concentrate on. We're doing really well, guys. And if you want to be in this magazine, all you got to do is contact us by www.dntv.co.uk. You have to make sure you have to follow us and have information, or you might have a phone call from me. But just look at the announcement, like the announcement, the important announcement, and agree to the announcement. You respect all pages on DNN TV and all pictures and photos, and no arguments. I think it's doing absolutely amazing. We had a lot of movie actors, including Scott itself, on the Paranormal Investigator, the 5 broadcasts. The network is working. It's doing really well. It's amazing. We have got some ghost hunts. Ladies and gentlemen, I also got another movie actor coming on. Big time star, another movie actor aiming your way, guys. Even the interesting of Deborah Lamb, who was seen on RoboCop and seen on other movies. She will be on with us in the next couple of weeks. We got a big few surprises for you guys. We've got a lot of major people aiming to look at us, including my favorite guy, Alan Sharp, and also John will be back on the show again. They're both favorite guys, support of dntv and the network. Amazing guys, really funny. And hopefully Sean Kean, oh yeah, guys, you all know who he is. Once I say his name one time, Sean Kean will be back on the show. Once again, guys, the guy and legend, the Cobra Kai book writer, author, movie actor from Karate Kid 3. Make sure you'll be watching DNN-TV. Make sure you're watching the Five as well. Check out the Fives list as well, because he have got some amazing people on there. And they also got some other good stuff on there as well. And make sure you watch the Ghost Trackers on YouTube as well. Ghost Trackers UK. Make sure you follow them on YouTube. Go and find them. Hunt them down. Look for them. Watch all these channels. Because, guys, we are over our time limit. But, once again, big thank you for coming on the show. Scott, thank you for coming on my show.
Thank you.
And Coyote Show as well, and the Red Rejects Paranormal, Beyond Dimension, Neps, Team Spiritual Paranormal. Wow, so many. Okay, I'm done. And the fight, okay? Seriously, yes. Big job. Well done, guys. Scott, I'm going to take you into the backstage. Are you okay with that, buddy?
Absolutely.
All right, buddy.
See
you in a bit, buddy.
Peace.
So, we are doing a giveaway once we hit 1,000 on our YouTube channel, and it's the Vibes Broadcast Network. We have all kinds of different stuff on there. We got paranormal, we got positivity stuff, we have interviews with musicians and actors and comedians. There's some other people that also are part of it. Oh my God, Central Utah Paranormal, they have a few shows on there, and check it out, subscribe. Like I say, once we hit 1,000, we're going to put a name in the hat, and whoever we pick, they're going to get a camera. So
I want a camera. I want a new camera.
Yeah, well, we're giving away a video camera.
Say to your missus, I want a new camera. Just tell her I want a new camera, okay?
All right, well, make a whole bunch of different channels, and then just go in and like mine through all of them.
I will. No, but I would love to. So, guys, you're truly from Coyote. Get to find out how to win the camera. Get to do that job. Come on over and support his page. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to pronounce the name. Sadly, time to go. We apologize if we missed all your messages. You've been absolutely amazing tonight, guys. All of you. We can't thank you enough for all the support and followers you guys are on. All the support on the NTV. We really appreciate you on all the networks. Thank you again. Enough, guys. Thank you for all your lovely questions. And once again, it's nice to see you all on here. So tonight, I'm ending with this. My name is Drew. You've been watching the NTV.
And Coyote.
Coyote from the Five broadcast. So, guys, have a good night and thank you. Have a good, blessed night and also love and light.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching Drew TV and DNN TV. You got to make sure you watch it to win this prize. How to get out of us at www.co.uk. I'm not going to say anymore because that's it. I know I missed the DNN TV. So make sure you're watching us because it could be anything horror, weird, and unusual. Maybe now tomorrow is going to be interesting. We have got the Ghost Sisters coming on. Yes, guys, you heard it. The Ghost Sisters coming on the show tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of interesting day tomorrow and a bit of a laugh. And then this week we have got some more entertainment coming on. This week, all week, we have got so many people coming on till next week as well. We are literally filling up really quick on DNN TV broadcast show and presenter show and entertainment show. Make sure you're watching us, guys, as we could be finishing with some real random stuff. See you soon. Bye-bye, everyone.
Take care.
Do you know, I'm going to play this one because I really like it.
Get ready to the countdown.